Imagine this. You're the only heir to the most powerful underworld family in history. Your great-grandfather was the biggest arms dealer in the Middle East, and your parents control the entire city's underworld with a single command. Everyone expects you to inherit the empire, but there's one problem. You're a complete bookworm. The day you proudly announce, "I want to study hard and get into the nation's top university," Qingbei University, your father silently stands up, unbuckles his Seven Wolves leather belt, and roars, "Hundreds of family businesses are waiting for you. What good is studying? I'll beat some sense into you today." You sigh helplessly. You also wanted to live the carefree life of a spoiled billionaire heir. But fate had other plans, because you were reincarnated. The moment you were reborn as the young master of the legendary Lu family, a mysterious voice echoed inside your mind. System activated. As long as the host studies diligently and spreads positive energy, you will receive incredible rewards, and your lifespan will continue to increase. You laughed. Study? In a family like this? No thanks. But before you could finish mocking the system, a glowing countdown appeared before your eyes. Remaining lifespan, 5 minutes 23 seconds. At that exact moment, in your luxurious villa bedroom, your heartbeat suddenly slowed. The heart monitor let out a piercing alarm. The city's best doctors turned pale. Your father roared, "Save my son! If he dies, every one of you will be sent to Africa to pick cotton." Your mother grabbed your hand and cried, "Please don't leave me. I promise I'll never stop you from playing Genshin Impact again." One doctor lowered his head. "I'm sorry, he won't survive tonight." Your mother broke into tears. Then, a miracle happened. The flatline suddenly returned to a steady rhythm. You slowly opened your eyes and sat upright in bed. There was no escaping it anymore. If studying meant living longer, you had no choice. You looked at your parents and said seriously, "Don't worry, from today onward, I'll study hard and become the best student in my class." The room fell silent. Your mother touched your forehead, then cried even harder. "My son has gone crazy." Your father sighed deeply. "Don't worry. I'll hire the world's greatest doctors to fix his brain." You jumped off the bed. "I'm serious. I really want to study. I want to get into Qingbei University." Your father immediately pulled out his belt again. "You little brat. If you dare focus on studying, I'll destroy that school myself. I didn't send you there to learn. I sent you there to make Bai Ruoxue fall in love with you." Only after you reluctantly nodded did he finally put the belt away. Back in your room, you switched on your phone. Hundreds of unread messages appeared. Every single one was from Bai Ruoxue. "I feel sick every time I see you. An uncultured idiot like you actually thinks you can marry me? Stop dreaming. Never contact me again." Searching through your memories, you finally understood why. The previous owner of this body had publicly confessed to her in front of the entire school, then hijacked the school broadcast system, and spent an entire hour declaring his love. No wonder she hated him. You smiled and turned off the phone. "I'm not chasing girls anymore. Living comes first." Looking around your bedroom, you noticed shelves packed with books. Excited, you grabbed one, then froze. 18 ways to pick up girls. Another one, 10 secrets to becoming more attractive. What kind of high school student owns these? After searching for several minutes, you finally found a real book, Dragon Country Martial Arts. The instant you opened it, the system spoke. Martial arts, knowledge +1, lifespan +1 minute. Your eyes lit up. Out of curiosity, you picked up 10 secrets to becoming more attractive. The system immediately responded. Shamelessness +1. Seriously? Even so, you kept reading until 10 p.m. By the end of the night, your martial arts had reached level 4. Your remaining lifespan had increased from just 5 minutes to 5 days and 6 hours. For the first time since your reincarnation, you smiled. Maybe this strange system wasn't so bad after all. The next morning, as you stepped into your Rolls Royce, a loyal servant leaned closer and whispered, "Young master, don't forget the master's orders. Whatever you do, don't study. Just find a way to make Bai Ruoxue fall in love with you." You simply smiled without answering. 10 minutes later, your Rolls Royce stopped outside Yunhai number 13 High School, a school infamous for terrible grades, violence, and gangs. Your father had deliberately sent you there to learn how to rule the underworld. The moment you entered campus, your colorful-haired gangster friends rushed over to greet you. Instead of joining them, you waved them away, walked straight into your classroom, and quietly opened a brand new math textbook. The entire class froze. Was this really Lu Chen? Before anyone could react, the classroom door swung open. Bai Ruoxue walked in. She marched straight toward your desk. "Lu Chen, why didn't you reply to my messages? I honestly thought you'd never wake up from your coma. Listen carefully. I would rather stay single for the rest of my life than ever marry someone like you." She finished her speech, but you never even looked up. Without lifting your eyes from the textbook, you calmly replied, "Are you done? If you are, please move. You're blocking my light and disturbing my studies." The classroom became completely silent. Bai Ruoxue stared at you in disbelief. She thought you were only pretending to ignore her. After stomping away angrily, the boys in class laughed. Lu Chen's acting has gotten pretty good. At that moment, a beautiful young teacher entered the classroom. Her name was Lin Yue, elegant, confident, and unbelievably beautiful. But behind that gentle smile, she had another identity. She was an undercover officer from the capital. Her mission was simple: investigate the Lu family and gather evidence against the city's largest criminal empire. She had already prepared herself for dealing with a violent gangster. Instead, she found Lu Chen quietly studying mathematics. Just then, you suddenly slammed your book onto the floor and stomped on it in frustration. The entire classroom jumped. What no one knew was that the system had just informed you of an important rule. To activate study rewards, you had to silently think, "Start Genshin Impact." You were furious. If you knew that from the beginning, why didn't you tell me earlier? So much study time wasted. Lin Yue misunderstood everything. She believed your violent personality had finally appeared. She slammed her hand onto a heavy wooden desk, splitting it clean in half. The loud crack shocked everyone. The noisy classroom instantly became silent. Some students still joked, "Teacher, the principal will probably make you pay for that desk." Lin Yue almost lost her composure. What kind of students are these? Just then, you slowly stood up. Your voice echoed through the classroom. The government spends billions providing us with free education. Our parents work hard every day to give us a better future. So why are we wasting everyone's time? If anyone interrupts my studies again, I won't let them off easily. Silence. Absolute silence. Even Lin Yue stared at you in disbelief. How could the son of the city's most feared underworld boss speak like a model student? At that exact moment, the system chimed. Positive energy. Successfully spread. 50 people inspired. Lifespan plus 5 hours. Mystery box obtained. You opened it immediately. Inside was a perfect healing potion. The moment you drank it, every hidden illness, every weakness, every trace of fatigue vanished. Your body became stronger. Your appearance became even more attractive, and your mind felt sharper than ever before. Without wasting another second, you finished studying your entire mathematics textbook, Mathematics Mastery, Max. School finally ended. As you walked toward the gate, you noticed 3 gangsters surrounding a frightened girl. Her name was Li Jingya. She pleaded desperately, "My mother is in the hospital. Please let me go." The gangsters only laughed. Hidden inside a nearby car, Lin Yue quietly switched on her camera. She believed this was the moment Lu Chen would reveal his true colors. Instead, you calmly walked over. "I'd like to join." The gangsters burst into laughter. 1 second later, all 3 were lying flat on the ground. You looked at the terrified girl. "Come on, I'll take you home." The gangsters gritted their teeth. "You just wait. We're calling our boss, Black Bear. He'll arrive with hundreds of men." You calmly folded your arms. "Fine, I'll wait." Only a few minutes later, more than 100 armed gangsters arrived. Leading them was the infamous Black Bear. He walked forward confidently, ready to crush whoever had challenged his men. But the moment he saw your face, his expression froze. His legs started trembling. Lu brother?" Without another word, every gangster behind him immediately bowed. The 3 bullies turned pale. They had just offended the young master of the Lu family, the most terrifying family in the entire city. They instantly dropped to their knees. "Please forgive us. We didn't know it was you." You looked at them coldly. "Bullying a helpless girl in broad daylight? Is that what your parents taught you? From today onward, I never want to see you in this city again." The 3 gangsters repeatedly bowed before running away in terror. The system's voice echoed again. Positive energy. Successfully spread. 108 people inspired. Lifespan plus 10 hours. Standing before the crowd of gangsters, you spoke loudly. "Real strength isn't used to bully the weak. It's used to protect them. If you're going to follow me, then remember one rule. Justice comes before violence." The gangsters looked at each other, then suddenly shouted together, "Justice! Justice! Justice!" An old woman passing by watched the scene in complete confusion. She sighed. "Young people these days, they've all gone crazy." Just then, Bai Ruoxue happened to walk past the school gate. She saw over 100 gangsters respectfully surrounding you, with the beautiful Li Jingya standing beside you. She immediately misunderstood everything. "So this is your plan? You hired all these people just to make me jealous?" One of your followers quickly said, "Sister-in-law, you've got it all wrong." Before he could finish, you interrupted him. "Stop. From today onward, no one is allowed to call her that again." Bai Ruoxue froze. Looking at Li Jingya standing beside you, she suddenly felt a strange jealousy she couldn't explain. Unable to stay another second, she turned around and ran away. You simply shook your head. What a strange girl. At that moment, police sirens echoed through the streets. Several patrol cars surrounded the area. Inside her vehicle, Lin Yue smiled confidently. "Finally, he's finished." Police Captain Li Fu stepped out of his car. He glanced toward the crowd, then noticed you. His expression immediately softened. He quietly signaled every officer behind him. "Turn off your body cameras." The officers obeyed without question. Li Fu walked over with a smile. "Young Chen, causing trouble again?" Unknown to everyone else, years ago, your father had saved Li Fu's life when he had been framed for a crime. Without the Lu family, he would never have become a police captain. You smiled calmly. "It wasn't me. I was just helping someone." Li Fu laughed. "I believe you. Now hurry home. Your parents are probably waiting." He turned around, ordered the officers to leave, and the police convoy disappeared without arresting anyone. Watching everything unfold, Lin Yue was completely stunned. She finally understood. The Lu family's influence reached far beyond the underworld. Even the police treated them with respect. As evening fell, only 3 people remained. You, Li Jingya, and the undercover officer, Lin Yue. After a long silence, Lin Yue smiled helplessly and held up her car keys. It's getting late. I'll drive both of you home. You nodded. Sounds good. As the car disappeared into the sunset, you had no idea that this was only the beginning of your incredible new life.